all these individual talks I've had with them, I've seen some common themes emerge, things that they're all struggling with. In general, the women that speak to me are in the middle of a negotiation. They're negotiating for the life they want. Now, it's humbling to me that students in my general age bracket come to me with some life advice, but they come to me because I'm an expert. Well, I gave birth to an expert. My daughter has taught me 3 very effective negotiating strategies I pass on to my students as they negotiate for the life they want. The first of these strategies is that one choice does not eliminate another. My daughter doesn't see how negotiating for a cookie now in any way makes her ineligible for a popsicle later. And yet, an hour after she's eaten the cookie, when she's strong-arming us for the popsicle, she's truly baffled when we explain to her, you've already made your choice. She doesn't see how one choice ever eliminates another. And yet my students believe if they pursue a certain degree or they take a certain job, they've made a choice that's rendered them ineligible for any other choices. If people can't explain what it is you do, they can't come after it. That's the career advice. Play to your strengths, pursue your passions, and your life and your career are going to take shape and make sense all on their own. And whatever it is, whatever this single choice is you're grappling with, it's not going to eliminate another. The second negotiating strategy I've learned from my 4-year-old child is to have it all by never giving your all. My daughter will come to us and strong-arm us again for a brand new toy. Now, if in a moment of weakness or sheer exhaustion or to get us through Target, we agree, her immediate response is, well, then how about 2 new toys? She's only concerned about the things she wants, and she's stockpiling. Now, society loves to ask if women can have it all. And our gender should never feel compelled to dignify that with an answer. It's okay if you don't want kids, or you don't want to pursue graduate school, or you have no interest in establishing and nurturing a career path, but let's say you do want any or all of those things. The worst thing you can do is wait around for the time in which you can give it your all. And that's what I want my female students to know. Of course you can have it all. But not if you start putting one aspect of your life on hold to benefit another. Try my 4-year-old strategy and just stockpile everything it is you want, and you will sort it out later. It's never actually required to give your all to all those things at the same time. So take the pressure off yourself and go have it all by never giving your all. The final negotiating strategy I've learned from my 4-year-old child is don't confuse your wants with someone else's. I was cautioned when my second daughter was born that my oldest would become very jealous. All of a sudden, my oldest would have to compete for resources that had once been solely available to her. Now, it's not a new concept to hear that women can be competitive with one another. I certainly strongly believed that women were competitors. It was just part of my conditioning in junior high. But over the years of mentoring women and watching my 2 daughters get along better than anticipated, I've come to see that we aren't really in competition with each other. Because a competition implies we're vying for the same goal, mutually and equally engaged in a competition over the exact same thing. I mean, we rarely have 2 women running for president in the same election year, and even then, it's never on the same side. No 2 women are ever trying to do the exact same thing. So if we're not vying for the same goal, we're not competitors. So what are we doing? We're comparing. And comparing is a very different and much more dangerous thing, because comparison creates arbitrary metrics for your life and your success, and it puts arbitrary deadlines for when those things should happen. Ask for everything you want, find a way to have it all, and leave nothing on the table. Thank you.